Hey everybody, my name is Mark BESSIAKE. What's up? Today, I have an interesting story to tell you. Drop the sexy intro. Drop it. What's up everybody, my name is Mark BESSIAKE. If you haven't already subscribed to the vlog, then subscribe. Why? Because the story I'm telling you today is a testimony. A testimony! Testimony. But before I tell you how this testimony begins, let me give you a little bit of context. And beforehand, I should apologize already for the wind because it's sunny outside, so I'm going to have to do this outside. And the wind is a lot. And I don't have a wind protector for this mic, so beforehand, I apologize. I want everybody to meet Cheryl. Cheryl is a car we got a couple months after we got married. Jay's mom gave us the car. We only had to fix it for $500. Got the brakes fixed and it was pushing, and we named it Cheryl. We named it Cheryl because most women we know named Cheryl for some reason always keep it pushing. And also because it was an 18-year-old 2000 Mercury Sable, so it's a little older than we anticipated. I had to come back inside because it was too windy outside. But this car has gone through the ringer. Recently, like 4 months ago, the head gasket blown. So the car can only run for about 15 minutes until it completely overheated, or 30 minutes if I let it take a break, like 10 minutes. So we still actually drive the car. I drive the car to work all the time, but the problem was, and the issue was, getting Jay to work. She's a massage therapist, but she babysits Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. She goes all the way up to Fishers, and from here, it's about a 30 to 40 minute drive, which means that the Uber that we end up paying for her to go there costs about $28 to $35 going there and then also coming back. That's not together. So it's about $70, $60 to $70 per day to get her there and to come back. And she ends up getting $75 a day for every time she actually babysits. Meaning, she only brings home about 10 bucks. So one day as she's taking an Uber, she grabs her usual Uber, and this guy was pretty nice. He was African. He was West African. By the way, he's not the African man. This is Gil, my best friend. He's just playing the African man. Resume! So they get to chatting, talking it up about marriage and things of that nature. She tells him about me and how I'm from West Africa. And then he becomes intrigued by who I am. She's like, where am I from? And she tells her I'm from a country called Cote d'Ivoire and a place in Abidjan. And he seems to be even more intrigued with me. And he thinks, oh man, this guy who's 25 years old is now married to someone at this age from a country close to mine. So that means that we are akin. Then he goes and asks her, why are you catching Ubers from your house to Fishers? It's $30. She says, because we don't have a car. Then he says, well, I've got a couple cars, so I will sell you a car. You'll be riding in a car by next week. She doesn't believe him. I don't believe him. She tells me about the whole entire thing. I'm surprised. So we end up trying to get a conversation going and calling him. I miss his phone call. He misses my phone call until she finally is able to get in touch with him to give her a ride back home from Fishers. We talk for a little bit and he tells me about the car that he has, a 2005 Chevy Cavalier. He says he's willing to sell the car for $1,300 and it has 135,000 miles. It's a steal. So we say, you know what, bet. We're gonna pick it up tomorrow. So the next day, he picks us up, takes us to the car, brings us to BMV, gets it registered in our name, gives us the title, we give him the money, and then finally take it back home. So, needless to say, we got ourselves a new car. And in honor of Black Panther and African culture and African heritage, we have named our car T'Challa. one thing that I've learned about this entire experience is the importance of culture and family. In America, I always feel as if it's about everybody making it by themselves. I've got to get my own. There's no sense of community, specifically in the black culture. In some parts of black culture, there is a sense of community. That's why I love going to a lot of the world. That's why I love the people that I'm around, because we do have that sense of community. That's not necessarily towards everyone, but in Africa, in my African heritage, there is that sense of community. There is that sense of oneness and that sense of you are my brother, even though I'm not even closely related to you. There was something that my mother and father taught me to do ever since I was little. Call everyone older than you tonton or tonti, which basically means auntie and uncle. No matter what, it doesn't matter who they are. If they are older than you, they are your family and they are your uncle and your auntie, even if they're technically not or blood related. Which made me think back to how much I want to cultivate family and community in my life, on this YouTube channel, on every aspect of my life. So that is our testimony. That is our story. That's it for today's vlog. Please remember to hit that subscribe button. And as always, have yourself a blessed day and a blessed life.